Good afternoon and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I actually am staying up a little too late. It is like almost midnight. I need to go take a shower and head to bed because tomorrow me and my mom are actually going to go to the farmer's market, and it's only open I think until like noon or something like that, or I'm not totally sure, but it's not open very late tomorrow. I think it's like open from 7 until noon maybe, or something like that. So we're gonna go there tomorrow, which is why I needed to. I knew already. I was like, oh well, like it's fine because I've been waking up, you know, like 8-9 o'clock sometimes. Today I think I got up at like 9 or so, and I was like, oh, like that'll give us plenty of time and stuff like that to be able to go you know, today. So that's what I was planning on if I went to bed early, but yeah, now I'm not totally sure. I think it's every Wednesday though, like from here on until like fall and stuff like that. But guys, I'm actually kind of hoping, because I wanted to make a egg bake for dinner tonight. I really wanted Augustino's, so I ended up not making it, but I'm gonna make it tomorrow, along with, we had leftover, not leftover sausage, but we had extra sausage from Mother's Day, and so I was gonna cook that in the slow cooker, and I actually had already started it, so I'm gonna just keep it in the slow cooker and then just rewarm it up tomorrow. But I was planning on doing that along with the egg bake, so like do a breakfast for dinner kind of thing. But I was like, oh well, like we don't have ham, we also don't have like any bell peppers, so I was like, maybe if I'm lucky they'll have bell peppers there tomorrow and I can like chop one up or something like that and put it in like the egg bake for tomorrow. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and that's the only thing I'm really going there for, and just to kind of like go look around and stuff like that. And my mom wanted to go, and it's so weird, guys, that I remember going there a few times when I was little, and then like every single year since, we've been talking about it. I think I told you guys last year we did end up going to like a farmer's market or like a co-op thing or something like that, but we wanted to go to this farmer's market that's really close to us. It's near the second Walgreens that I used to shop at. Literally though, there's 2 Walgreens on the way, and it's like in that parking lot. And like I said, we used to go there all the time, but it's only on Wednesdays and it's only in the morning, so we haven't really gone like the past few summers to it. But like I said, I remember when I was like real little, like going to it. They've had it there for like years. And then we had tried to go last year, and like I told you guys, we ended up, I think, trying to go like on a Thursday or on a Tuesday or something like that, and it wasn't open. So we ended up going to this other place, like farmer's market kind of place that we passed actually on our way to go to Caputo's. So we ended up going there last year instead, but since I have something I need to get anyway, and my mom was, like I said, thinking about wanting to go there and just kind of look around and stuff like that, I think we're going to. I think farmers markets are always pretty fun places to go to, and this one is like I said, it's in like the Walgreens parking lot, so it's like a thing that's like a pop-up kind of, you know, it's there for just the morning and then they take everything down, and it's only on Wednesdays also, so it's kind of small and, like I said, pretty local as well. But that's what we're planning on doing tomorrow. Today though, guys, we took that little one right here, him. Did you go on a walk today? Did you want to tell everybody about your walk today? Did you go on a walk? What did you do? Did you go on a walk? Were you left at home? Yes, guys, we actually took Bravo for a walk today, which when they are both together, when we take them for a walk, they are maniacs, like crazy little maniacs. When I took Bravo today by himself, me and my mom just went for a walk around the block, he was so chill and so relaxed. There were actually 2 dogs across the street, and at first like he kind of stopped and like seemed like he wanted to like kind of bark and stuff like that, and then he like chilled out, and like I just was like, come on Bravo, like let's keep going. And he's looking at me and licking himself, and then he like just kind of paid attention and kept on going. We got down to our street and I was like, oh, like he's doing really well so far. And all of a sudden one of the neighbors had their dog out, and it wasn't like on a leash and they didn't have a fenced in yard, it was like just on their porch with them, and it was like a little Shih Tzu, so it wasn't like huge dog or anything like that, but all of a sudden this dog comes like tearing off the porch, like barking and stuff like that. And my mom was like, oh, quick, pick Bravo up. And so I went to go grab him, and then he started getting scared, I think, of me pulling him towards me, because my mom was like, then went up to the dog and was like, the owner was sitting there too, and my mom was like, oh, hi, like trying to like kind of distract the dog from Bravo so I could like grab him, because, you know, I had him on the leash and everything like that. So I was trying to pull him to like get him near me, and he was freaking out and trying to get away from me, I think, because he was scared, I think, of the dog and actually wanted to run away. Although he was like kind of like, you know, wasn't super scared or anything like that. Like at first he was a little bit, at first I think he was just like wasn't expecting it like us. And then all of a sudden, like when I went to try and go pick him up, he was like freaking out, like trying to get like out of his harness and stuff like that, because I think he was scared that I was like bringing him like towards the dog or something like that, or he was just scared of like the leash in general, which he's not really good with leashes, because like I said, guys, when we try and take them for walks together, they're a mess, so we normally don't. I think he's just not like comfortable like in his harness, or, you know, with, you know, the leash and stuff like that. And so when I was like pulling on him to try and get him to come towards me, he was freaking out and trying to get away from me. And so I don't know if it was like a combination of all of that, but he started getting freaked out. So then I carried him a few houses, and like the neighbor got the dog like up back on their porch, and then we ended up like, I put him back down and he walked the rest of the way. And he, like I said, was really good, but he kept getting distracted and everything and wanted to sniff and smell everything. So yeah, he ended up, like I said, he was kind of all over the place, and it was a little bit of a mess, but way better, because like when we took him and Charlie both together at the same time, it was just, like I said, mass chaos, because every little thing, there'd be a leaf that was blowing and they both start barking and freaking out. If there was like, you know, a person that was coming out of their house, they both start barking and freaking out. Like I said, this dog that like came up, I think it was, you know, just another dog. The dog was barking at him and stuff like that, and I think that he was scared as well. And then also, you know, the human that's then running after their dog to try and get them to come back up on the porch with them and stuff like that, I think also kind of scared him. But he wasn't really like, he started barking at first, and like I said, once I tried to get him back towards me, it was when he stopped barking and was just like freaking out. And like I said, it was more like he was trying to get out of his harness, because I put his harness on him. But yeah, he wasn't, like I said, we saw the dogs across the street, he was chill about that. We really didn't end up seeing any other people, which was one of the big problems that the both of them ended up having when we would take them for walks together, because like once they're in a pack, like then they start like, you know, really like I said, just being crazy. But when we take them like separate, then they're good. So I was either going to take Bravo or Charlie today. It was just a toss up on whoever's harness I ended up grabbing. I realized I had grabbed Bravo's, which was the smaller of the two. So that's why I knew, I was like, okay, well, we're just going to take him for today, because my mom wanted to go for a walk, and she was like, let's bring one of the dogs with. So yeah, like I said, we ended up doing that. So they got a little exercise, or Bravo got a little exercise in, and Charlie freaked out. Well, Bravo's gone, and so did Bliss. Whenever one dog leaves, the others freak out, like just are beside themselves, because either they can't go with, or because they don't want like the other dog to be without them. So like with Charlie and Bravo, I think they're maybe like, you know, jealous that they don't get to go too, but I think between the two of them, it's more of a like, they're nervous kind of, I think, for the other one. Bliss, I think, is just jealous, and then as soon as the other dog gets home, she gets all like freaked out and stuff like that, and like all excited. And like Charlie was excited too when Bravo finally came back home, but I think it's like that whole like litter mate thing, like they just get really like scared being apart, because they're rarely ever apart from each other. So anyways though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you all for some chinny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.